The difference is this. If an introvert needs to recharge, they'll go somewhere quiet and alone. If someone is socially anxious, their batteries are sapped by being around other people. An introvert is not necessarily sapped in a room like this, or talking to someone, or going to a convention. They don't have to go, okay, before they go out the door. That is social anxiety. Many nerds I have met have not understood this distinction, okay? If you're an introvert, you can go out in public. It's just you recharge in private. An extrovert goes out in public, goes in bees private, and recharges with friends. Social anxiety is not how you recharge. Social anxiety is the context in which you are discharged, in which your internal batteries run down. If your internal batteries run down just talking to people or being out in public, that's social anxiety. Which, don't put your hands up, but I think we can agree that many nerds have social anxiety. Everybody's nodding, okay. Social anxiety has many causes, and I am not in any way insinuating that anybody here with social anxiety has experienced trauma, because I'm not saying that. But I am saying that one of the ways trauma is expressed is in social anxiety. And given the large portion of the nerd population that has social anxiety, I feel confident that there are probably at least one person in this room who has suffered some trauma and may not be aware of it, but that doesn't matter because the bit I'll be doing later about how to resolve social anxiety and some other stuff is helpful whether or not you have experienced trauma, is helpful to deal with social anxiety. Okay? We're going to start selling some stuff now. The last hint I'll give you before getting onto that subject later and telling you about the dark shit and the inoculation, TLDR, learn about boundaries, go the fuck to therapy, okay? $200 a shot for therapy. There's a book called Mind Over Mood. It's 25 bucks, just about as good. Jesus Christ, nerds, go to therapy. God, you're so fucked up. Please go to therapy. You bid on shit that disturbs me. Go to therapy. All right.
Disturbs you now.
Yeah. I have been to a lot of therapy, which is why we've sort of changed and I'm no longer looking to make people cry necessarily. It's just a bonus. All right, so here's how this works. We occasionally have minimum bids that items need to reach. Some of those minimum bids are realistic. Some of them will inspire a response from me. If at the end of a bid we reach not the minimum bid, I will tell the winner what the minimum bid is. They have the option to not offer that much money. It goes back into the pile. We tell whatever mouth-breathing fuckstick that wanted like $300 for a small stack of mismatched DVDs or whatever, like, no, go home and jerk off over this stuff because no one else will. So, there's sometimes, but not always, minimum bids. Usually there isn't. Usually they're pretty reasonable. Christ, okay. Remind me to next time I start ranting, be like, wait, you were going to tell us about the Brazilian guy earlier this weekend.
I also remember some guy heckled you one year.
Oh, he tried.
Yeah.
Oh, he regretted that. Oh, somebody heckled me one year. He tried to. I invited him down to try to do my job.
Yeah.
He tried. I'll give him. I straight up respect because he balls to the wall. He was like, okay, and then he did not do quite as well as I did.
I think we gave him like $1 or something.
25 cents. He managed a 25-cent bid. He tried. Bless his rotten weeby heart, covered in semen and shame. But he tried. And then he went back to the back row and shut up for the rest of the day. That's the one with pure water in it. Nope, no, it's not. Wait, I can't tell. Oh no! Oh well. Okay, let's sell some shit. Next time I start ranting, remind me about the Brazilian guy. Oh, and before I forget, one last thing. I am doing a bit, as I usually do, about you fucking weebs are bad at dating. A lot of that is social anxiety. There's some other reasons for it. I have some how-to guides. I'm going to repeat that bit a little differently every year. Please stay around for the how to... There's a lot of respecting of boundaries work that nerds are not great with and creeps the fuck out of women. So there was a cosplay group, 3 ladies, 5 guys. One of the ladies was in a full suit, so you couldn't really tell by looking at her that she was a lady. And they were doing a shoot, and the lady in the suit is like wandering over to the guys who are having a discussion. So, sorry, 5 ladies, 3 guys. And the 3 guys were like, man, there's 3 of us and there's 5 of them. If one of us doesn't go home with one of them tonight, we have failed. Guess who didn't get the fuck laid?
That guy.
Any of them. Guess for how long? A while. So, that's the sort of shit I'll be happy to teach you how not to fucking do. Jesus Christ. But before that, let's sell some shit. Do we have an order in which we're doing things? This is Anna. Say hi to Anna, everybody. Yay! She's wearing cut-off jean shorts, and I deeply appreciate it.
All of it.
All right, we're gonna. Oh boy! Boy, sex doll technology is really improved. So, oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
The seam has been repaired. I'm not kidding. Luigi has been fully stuffed. And I sincerely hope laundered.
Poor Luigi.
So, do we have a minimum bid on this?
Yep.
40.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right. I hear 40 from someone who's not ashamed to admit that he's going to take this home and fuck it. Put your hand up so I can tell who you are. Who bid 40? Just there we go. Oh, of course it's you. Just so we're aware, the overalls are sewn on. You can't take them off. All right, 40. Do I hear another offer? Do I hear 45? Oh, please, don't take me home for someone. Anyone else? Feed me to dogs, please.
Look out the hell for thee.
Not there. Not there.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So here's the thing. The auction isn't about raising huge amounts of money for speculators in the weed market, okay? Like, if you bought this for, I don't know, 100, and you want to sell it for 200, go the fuck on eBay. Like, this is Luigi, he's nice. We have a bid for 50 bucks. If you want to get it to your house, solid, that's great. But we have, what, 40? We have a bid of 40, and no counter bids. So, Jesus Christ. What is, 40 going once, 40 going twice. 45. 45. What was that?
He said thank you.
He said, thank you. 45 once, 45 twice. Okay, so here's the problem. This item had a minimum bid. And what was the minimum bid? 100. Nobody's paying 100 for a fuck doll with the hole sewn up.
Still in it.
Nope, just stuffing. So occasionally we have people who are extremely optimistic. There you go, Luigi. Oh,
In the corner.
I'm gonna die alone. Occasionally we have people who are extremely optimistic about what they can make off of the stuff they're offering. And then we have people who are a lot more reasonable.
I know I'll never be the same. Shook my world so hard again. Wish I washed away my sins. He's a dead man walking, blank stare in his eyes. Should have given up on the ones I trust. Never should have been surprised when they shot him down. to the ground.